What's good, YouTube? I've owned my 2022 Tesla Model S for over a month now. It's fast, futuristic, and packed with technology. No doubt one of the most impressive EVs available today. But as with any car, it has its flaws. There are still some annoyances. Others can get seriously impacted by the experience of owning one and driving this vehicle. But there isn't a hit piece I love a lot about this car. To be honest, this is my review with the issues I've encountered and what you should be aware of if you're considering one. Let's start with the most talked about issue, build quality. For a car that cost over $100,000, I expected precision, but mine came with uneven panel gaps, misaligned trims near the headlights, and a rear door that doesn't always close flush. None of these really affect performance, but they do hurt the premium feel. It's not something you expect for a vehicle at this price range. Excuse the wind noise. There's gonna be a lot of wind noise right now because it's pretty windy out here. But regarding Tesla's strength and biggest flaw is the software. Sometimes it's glitchy, sometimes it's not. It's a very much so hit or miss, and sometimes the main screen will freeze, sometimes climate control doesn't respond, and the instrument cluster has rebooted a couple of times. There's been times where it's just kind of blank. Luckily, it doesn't happen often, but it is a known issue that if you expect a perfect car, please do not expect this to be perfect. Tesla does fix things with over-the-air updates, which is great, but when your entire car depends on software, these glitches feel riskier than a traditional car. Typically, if you're waiting for an update, you have to wait an hour and a half, 2 hours for updates to finish. Luckily, that's something you can schedule with your vehicle, so it's not like it's automatically set. You have to actually proceed with the update, and you have to be connected to Wi-Fi. So as much as it is great and it enables the options of, fixing minor software issues and glitches and bugs, it is something that you just have to account for. There's going to be times where you can't use your car, So just keep that in mind, guys. Something to consider. Flaw number 3 is going to be autopilot. As much as autopilot is a major selling point, I've experienced a lot of inconsistencies as far as regarding lane changes, phantom braking on freeways, and hesitations at intersections. Tesla labels full self-driving as a beta, and it feels more like it. I wouldn't trust it, but it is fully a driver assisted. That's what the name implies, why beta is involved in that, title of stuff. As far as my experience with lane changes and inconsistent lane changes, there's going to be times where you're going to be on a little turn right here, and for example right here, and there's going to be a section with no lanes. It's going to be a turn curve with no lanes, and sometimes if your Tesla can't see, it's not going to read it correctly, and your car will jolt to one side. And I've experienced that multiple times. It seems like it's still learning. It seems like it's still in the phase of still being a beta. It's not perfect at all. Do not expect autopilot to be a perfect, or even let alone full driving, full autonomous driving, self-driving is still in beta, because it's not perfect. The Model S rides phenomenally well on smooth roads, but the 21-inch Araknid wheels that come as an aftermarket package do ride a lot rougher. They are on low-profile tires. Especially over potholes or expansion joints, you will feel those bumps. Cabin noise is kind of an issue at higher speed. Typically, it's a lot more noticeably different compared to a lot more luxury sedans like a Maybach or again, a high $100,000 Mercedes or Bentley or even Rolls-Royce, whatever the case may be. You kind of can't compare these cars, because if you look at the pricing now for these vehicles, I guarantee you'll find one for $40,000, $45,000 decent mileage, decent shape. And you can't find that with Rolls Royces, Maybachs, or fucking whatever the other luxury high-end vehicles are. But even if you do, they're going to be at the time where there is no warranty, there is no extra safety precautions. They're usually at the end of their life when you're paying that price range for those high trim vehicles. You look at Tesla, they're plummeting like crazy. The price is absolutely just crumbling and crumbling day by day, month after month, year by year. And there's nothing they can do about it because it's just the way of the market, supply and demand. And things are not looking good for the pricing of these cars, but it's great if you're looking to own. I still would recommend it for anybody. All the small flaws barely even touch how good of a vehicle it is. There's, again, all these issues I've stated out, very minor inconsistencies. They do happen, but it's not every time. The car is still phenomenally great. And then flaw number 5, charging and range reliability. There's going to be a lot of inconsistencies regarding range because all of their standards are going to be EPA rated. So, you know, setting cabin temperature at 72 degrees would have saved me 0.1%, or going uphill costs 0.7%, and it saved me about 0.5% since I've charged. The EPA standard is unrealistic. I'm going to say that now. I'm going to say that for everyone. It's not going to be perfect, but you can pretty much expect about 350, 370 miles. Again, when you're getting to the lower percentage, the car will automatically route itself on to route to charge if you need battery. The supercharging network is super fantastic. The real world range can vary though, from car to car, environment to environment, you know, location to location. You know, cold weather, spirited driving, or even large wheels will drop range 20 to 30% below the rated 396. Charging speeds will noticeably drop after 60 to 7%, making trips feel a lot longer. So when you're charging on road trips, you're only charging 20 to 60 to 75%. You're not charging 20 to 100. It's not something, because it takes so much longer to charge that last 80 to 100% than it does 20% to 80%. So the car will tell you, the car will let you know when it's ready to go. You won't really need to spend too much time. Luckily, charging is fairly cheap. It's gonna be a little bit, if you're supercharging all day, every single day, your gas cost is gonna be just about the same. So like, just have a home installed charger to really take advantage of the efficiency of EVs. That's the only way to win with these. So what does this all mean? Is the Model S still worth it to y'all? For me, yes. Honestly, the performance, the tech, the EV benefits outweigh the flaws. It is important to be real with your expectations. This car is exciting and innovative, but it's not perfect. It's something you guys want to keep in mind because you're spending a lot of money on a car like this. If you're considering a Model S, I still would recommend it. Definitely still on the higher tier of my listing as high quality vehicles that actually deliver. And at the end of the day, you can have your wife drive this car all around town in chill mode, and you don't really got to be too worried if she's bashing on the pedal or anything, because chill mode is chill. It's kind of nice, you know. Chill mode, sport mode, and insane mode. Realistically, bro, chill mode will do more than plenty enough for your daily driving. Your sport is more for your spirited driving. Again, it is absolutely insane because you can change the suspension. It is comfort, auto, sport, and you can also advancedly change the suspension settings yourself. Again, this car is innovative at its peak, and everyone that hates them probably hasn't driven a Model S yet. The quality of the vehicle is still very up there. Again, all these small issues, I would almost attest to say a lot of other manufacturers have dealt with as well. It's not like something that just Tesla alone. Tesla's only been around for about, again, 14 years, you know, 13 years. They don't even have a fraction of what Ford has been around for, and they're already starting to make great vehicles. I would still strongly recommend refresh 2021s. Anything before that, expect a coolant delete on the battery motor or the drive unit. There's a lot of issues with the older ones, and I don't think they're worth it. But the refresh 2021s, the late 2021s after, with the facelift, the best way to tell really if you are going to be buying a refresh is by looking at the fog lights. That's one of my easiest ways to tell if it's a refresh model or not. Typically, the refresh models will have no fins here, and the old generations, I'll put a picture right here, they'll have fins right here. So something to keep in mind, something to make sure of if you're buying a refresh. I think the refresh is where it's at, and I believe that the refresh is the winning vehicle for their company, and I hope it treats me well. Again, I'm at 60,000 miles, so hopefully it continues to be great to me, and hopefully this video helps whoever is deciding on trying to get into the EV lifestyle or even looking at buying a Model S. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you like the video, if you like the way I talk about my videos or my cars or my vehicles, consider subscribing. Enjoy your guys' day, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.